Big H's. I'm your boy Jay.
I'm your boy Amy.
I'm your boy Morrow.
Man, this episode,
Yeah,
we got
I feel like every time I'll get smacked in the face.
I gotta come up with me a new intro. I've been doing that one for too long. AJ gonna start seeing the vids. It's like you can't keep still.
Do this.
Nah.
I might switch mine up here and there.
Next time I'll come with
nah.
No,
he
you
lose
did that
a
the
lot.
last time.
He lose a lot, gang.
You did that the last time, but I almost got
Even
smacked.
in
Not
universe mode,
once,
he
not
be
twice,
losing,
but
man.
3 times.
the. Yeah, we gotta bring up the universe mode. Come on, man. Nonetheless, man, today we got a big video. We got our favorite tag teams, top 3 of all time. Man, let's jump right to it. One of y'all can get busy.
My favorite tag team of all time.
Remember, it's a list of 3, so don't do number 1 right off the bat.
I mean, I can.
He gotta be on what he can do what he want.
My favorite tag team of all time. That's tough. I think I gotta go with them boys. I really want to go with one team in particular, but I really want to go towards the other way. I'm gonna go with Bubba and Devon, or Bully Ray and Devon, the Dudley Boys.
Bubba Ray, you had it right the first time.
But
Bully Ray was in TNA.
no matter, they went crazy everywhere they went.
He won Bully Ray and over that. And Bully Ray was a different.
Oh, bro, he
animal.
was different.
But now he had to did the Dudleys, yes sir.
Bro, testify. How you do it?
Tables.
How you do it again?
I just.
It's up, down, left, right.
Yeah, I
No.
just like when they grab tables.
Now,
and put
as
people-
long as
Had the bass memorable. Devon, get the table. It just gets over.
we never saw. No, I ain't gonna lie. When they broke up, we got Reverend Devon, and then we got Deacon Batista. So
All right. Most people don't speak about that.
yeah,
Yeah, they
he's not
shouldn't
really.
be.
He's not really supposed to.
Shouldn't be. Look how he looked at when he was Deacon Batista. He had a what was that?
Did he have a laptop chained around his arm? Or
He had a. It was just a box. It was
Or
just
a
like
box
a
or
box.
something.
Just
I thought it was a laptop.
That was before Evolution though, right?
Yeah, that was 02.
Yeah, okay. Cause
They got broke up in the brand split, in the first brand
Oh
split.
yeah, cause I'm like they still together in 04.
Yeah,
Bro.
but they got
Yeah,
back
that
together at some
Deacon
point.
Batista should be erased from history.
So it should be like Big Dog Roman Reigns.
Nah, Big Dog Roman Reigns had some good moments. you know, you can't erase history like that. If it was bad history, yeah, but Roman had some good moments before he was, but yeah. Nah, the Dudley Boys are good. That's a good team. That's one of the greatest tag teams ever. Like, I mean, if you don't speak about the Dudleys and tag team wrestling, you don't know wrestling, man.
Absolutely.
So, yeah.
Testify.
The boys. Spike Dudley was in the mix. That young.
Hey,
boy.
Spike Dudley did kind of go
He was
crazy.
getting destroyed every time.
He was cruiserweight champion, and he was the boss for a little while. Remember, you in that? Is he the boss?
Nah, right now he's just been getting destroyed by everybody.
Oh, okay. You don't see when he the boss though.
All right, for my number 3, I'm doing E and C. I'm doing Edge and Christian. 1/3 of the originators of the TLC ladder match held at WrestleMania. The other 2 obviously were the Hardys and the Dudley Boys. 7-time tag team champions. Both once a Hall of Famer. Christian, he's on his way there. Christian kind of having a rejuvenate thing over in AEW. Edge going through his swan song last run with the company right now. And just like I said, you talk about tag team history, you can't leave out Edge and Christian. They're up there, they're in it. They were in it to win it, and like I said, their careers speak for themselves. And they were both good singles competitors too.
Yeah, well, obviously, Christian didn't really achieve the heights Edge achieved, but Christian had some success,
But ENC,
Yeah, that's a good one. I mean, those are like the 2 obvious choices. Edge, Christian, and then the Dudleys. Like, that's 2 of the great tag teams ever.
Fact.
my number 1 will come out of left field. You guys won't expect it.
Now, I'm gonna go with one of my favorite young tag teams
I hope it's not what I think it is.
in WWE. It was a great young tag team goes by the name of D. Brian Kendrick and Paul London. They was the longest reigning tag team champions in SmackDown history. And they did that by being 2 of the smallest dudes on the roster. They was exciting to watch. They was fun. And a lot of people don't get Kendrick and London they respect, man, as a tag team. Like, they was a good tag team. It was a good team. They held the tag team titles for as long as they did for a reason.
Remember that vid I sent you about Brian Kendrick?
Yeah, running around naked.
Yeah, he was going crazy.
He was wild.
Oh yeah, I remember. I think you sent me that too.
Brian Kendrick
He
was
was
wild.
going crazy.
But yeah, that's one of my favorite. That's my third. That's my third favorite tag team in history. London and Kendrick.
Up there for sure. You know, I think. See, the Dudleys being number 3 is a little tough because the Dudleys are the Dudleys.
I mean, I put Edge and Christian at number 3, and look at their resume too.
I mean, yeah, there's a lot of great tag teams. I want to go. There's so many tag teams we can pick from, man. I think I'm gonna go with. I'm gonna just go with the Hardys for right now. Go with the Hardys. The Hardy Boys.
So between me and you, we knocked out all 3 of the Origin tag teams.
Yeah, the Hardy Boys though, like, first of all, you gotta remember they came in super young. I think they only like 40 on the head now.
Yeah.
Somewhere around there, like early 40s.
Because they came in what, early 20s?
Nah,
Jeff
Jeff
came
was
in,
Jeff
we
was he was like
16.
16, yeah.
Oh.
Jeff lied about his age for
Oh,
a
bro,
match.
he got a match with Razor Ramon at 16. He was a jobber,
That's
but
crazy.
he did his thing. But you know, the things they did and the things they did for the tag team scene. At one point, the tag team scene was probably harder than the main event scene.
Yeah, you had one. You had a lot of them.
With the Dudleys, Edge and Christian, and the Hardy Boys all at the same time,
Yeah.
like, just crazy. So, yeah, I mean, the Hardy Boys, the resume speaks for itself. They won titles everywhere. I don't think they won in AEW. I don't think they should win in AEW. So,
Yeah, I don't think they've won yet. I don't think so.
they shouldn't.
Why not? That's just an added tag.
No, they
title.
shouldn't. They should just be putting old people over. They old as dirt.
They won the Impact titles. They won the Ring of Honor tag titles.
Yeah, that's
they have
cool.
won tag team
Oh,
titles.
I'm just saying though.
Add the AEW titles to the resume just to do
It's
it.
just ancient now. Like, I think it's over for them. Like, I don't really want to see them win any more titles.
Well, that's
I
your
feel
opinion.
you. Yeah, I feel you know.
But nonetheless, my number 2, and as much as I couldn't stand this group, I loved the tag team. I'm going with Jimmy and Jay the Usos.
Why do you hate the bloodline?
That was said or not said in the Bloodline is Over video, but this is not the Bloodline video. This is tag team video.
I mean, he don't like them, bro. It's
You
not-
don't like
it's not one of
AEW?
his- It's not.
But I
one
have
of
my reasons for not liking
He got
AEW.
And I have my reasons for not liking the Bloodline.
You just said they overrated.
Overrated, overused, overdone,
okay. Yeah.
over-repeated.
Yeah, and a lot of things in AEW are overdone, overused,
his-
overrepeated.
Let's not make this an AEW versus
I'm just saying.
Bloodline video.
Super kick, power driver. Meltzer, they name and name.
Super kick, finisher name stolen from another tag team. Frog splash taken from other Hall of Famers. You want to keep going?
See, that's what I'm talking about.
Yeah,
Get busy, bro.
It's like the thing with Cena when he did that promo throw. It's like big punch named after a DC superhero. Another big punch named after. That's all it is.
Yeah, like what is a Superman punch? What? He doing a spear. That's a move that's been done years. Like Edge, Goldberg, like, come on, man. I told you. Get
Go ahead,
busy,
though.
man.
But nonetheless, Usos, multiple tag team champions over, pinned Roman Reigns, and
That's the great moment, the greatest moment in Jay career, pinning Roman.
and they held both the Raw and SmackDown titles for over 562 days.
Like
Something
600
crazy.
some days.
Something
It
crazy.
was
Oh.
6.
That was 5.
I was 6. They went crazy.
682
They
days.
won in 2021. They just lost.
Yeah,
This
like at
year.
WrestleMania. So it was like 600 some
Hold
days.
the longest reign in WWE Tag Team title history in the current era.
Yeah. Well,
So
The
Usos
Usos
may be
definitely-
the ones, but that's my number 2 pick.
I'm gonna go with my number 2 pick. I got the T-shirt at home. I'm going with RK Bro. That's one of my
What?
favorite tag
Dang.
teams.
That's okay. Go ahead.
Randy Orton and Riddle. The fact that they made this work, nobody thought Randy would ever tag team with somebody like Riddle. Like, look at Riddle, look at Randy.
Well, there might have been the left field of it might not work, it may work.
Yeah,
Because you gotta remember, we got Team Hell No, another very dysfunctional tag
I
team
never thought
that
Kane-
nobody thought would work.
Kane and D. Bryan, that was crazy.
So nobody at that point in time thought it would work. But at this point, we're down. It's
Yeah.
like, all right, you can put two dysfunctional people
I like
together.
Riddle and Randy. That was my favorite tag team. I grabbed the shirt so fast, and then they won the tag title. It was entertaining. It wasn't just a tag team. They was having matches. Randy was coming out of his comfort zone, being funny.
Because Randy had just.
He was really coming off of that
that Fiend stuff.
And he was face again, but he was still Randy. And then Riddle just kept messing with him. We should be a tag team, this and that. They
Hey,
became a
Randy.
tag
Hey,
team.
remember he
Just
said,
for playing
he was
with
like,
him.
man, I saw why you dropped me with the RKO. I wasn't doing it right. I'm like, Randy Orton didn't just drop you with the RKO.
Like, who would go up to Randy after he get RKO to still try to be friends with him? That showed persistence from Riddle. And
Wow.
in that year, that short period of time that they was together, they became my favorite tag team.
They were snapping.
They was killing. Randy still able to do anything and make anything work. And Riddle being talented as he is, he made it work with Randy.
Smoothest wrestler that's ever lived.
2-time Raw Tag Team Champion. So, that was one of my favorites. That's number 2 on my list.
Bro, Bloodline took them down, though.
All right, all three of us going into our number one picks.
It's tough. Greatest tag team of all time? Man. Y'all know this is a tough video for me, man.
If you need a second, I got my number one already.
Nah, I'm a pick. The greatest tag team of all time?
And this just your favorite, your greatest, tag team.
Yeah, for sure.
It's all opinion.
Nah, for sure. But I wanna go a little bit.
Yeah, but that's near to his heart. He wants to do this right.
It's all good.
I mean, I wanna make sure like my favorite tag team of all time. I just don't wanna pick none y'all already picked.
Well, mine's already left field, so I don't think you got to worry about that.
I think I know where you're going too.
You just want
I really picked 2 underrated tag teams.
I'm gonna go with a tag team that I really like, and I feel like they're arguably, debatably the best tag team in the world right now.
I know who you going with.
I'm going with them boys, man. FTR.
I got real worried when you said that.
I liked them better as the Revival, though. I feel like in WWE, even though WWE didn't push them to where they should have.
Right.
I don't know. I just feel like their name ain't really ringing no more like it was,
I just like FTR. They probably not the biggest name.
Okay, now here's the thing that I kind of have to agree with him on this one is, okay, look at where their careers were going in WWE, but then look at where their careers went after they left.
They had more success.
7-star FTR held the IWGP titles, Ring of Honor, and the AEW tag titles.
But it's the
One of the
saying
most
that
successful tag teams.
Jerry Lawler used to say this all the time, and I always remember this. He say, if it didn't happen in WWE, it didn't happen.
You got a point though.
Because the biggest wrestling company in the world is where everybody want to be.
Absolutely.
Even if people say, "No, I ain't going there," they want to be there. And the Revival had a chance to really,
it's like,
be special.
Would you rather be WWE World Champion or IWGP Heavyweight Champion?
It's nothing wrong. Like, of course, success-wise, they definitely had it better outside of
But
WWE.
when you argue that with the New Japan, I mean, look at all the top guys from back in the day that were over there. You had Hulk Hogan, you had Brock Lesnar, you had big names.
No, but I still rather be WWE champion than IWGP, TNA, AEW, AAA. I'd rather be WWE. That's the champion.
I mean, yeah, them other accolades matter though. But it's just like once you come to the big leagues, now it's like, what can you do here? Like when AJ came to WWE, nothing he did before mattered. And now,
absolutely,
it's like,
you a big fish in a small pond.
Yeah, like it matter, but it don't. It's like people not gonna talk. People gonna talk about your WWE accomplishments mostly, even though But that's just me though. I feel like
for sure,
if you in a like the Revival just would have fared better under this Triple H reign.
Absolutely.
Vince,
Absolutely.
Vince had them.
Well, if you're talking
each other
Triple
backs
H's thing, then that could be a whole different story.
Because
but-
in NXT, they was 3-time NXT Tag Team Champions.
They, no, to me, they're the best tag team in the world right now.
So, it's like, I'm going to disagree with that point, but we'll say that for another. But I like the Revival. They're not the greatest tag team in the world right now, but they definitely like a good tag team that do your type of style of fighting. No flips, just fists.
Yeah, I like that.
So, yeah. I mean, but I like that pick. I don't, I like the Revival being on the top tag team list because they're a good tag team.
Yeah.
Alright. I'm gonna go with my number one. Now, during the whole video, especially with you kept hitting it by saying 2 words. Them boys. Them boys.
I know what you're going with it.
My number one, and I would be upset with myself if I did not say this. I'm talking shoot for the sky, boys. I'm talking Mark Briscoe, Jay Briscoe, the Briscoes.
I thought you were going to go somewhere else.
Briscoe,
You
man.
went a little different than I thought you were going to go.
Where do you think I was going?
The Young Bucks.
The Cucamonga Kid.
Come on, bro.
You see, that's where I was debating, but I'm like, you can't.
You debated that?
No, like my number ones that I was debating. Like I had a list. It wasn't just the Bucks. I had like a whole bunch. But when I was thinking, you have to go to Briscoes. I mean, look at what they've accomplished. 13 times. 13-time Ring of Honor Tag Team Champions. 13 times. They was on the way of tying Ric Flair's reign with tag team title reigns.
Yeah, they've been killing.
Had the
They
most
was killing over there.
had the most memorable match, in my opinion, in Ring of Honor history with the Briscoes versus FTR in a tag team dog collar match. The last match the Briscoes had before, sadly, Jay Briscoe passed. Rest in peace, Jay Briscoe. We miss you. We love you. We still wish you were in the business. We respect everything you did. You will never be forgotten.
Sir.
But my number one pick is the Briscoes. Which, speaking of which, honorable mention, Mark Briscoe does have a shot at winning the Ring of Honor world title.
Oh yeah.
For his brother.
Man. Hopefully he get it done.
My number one pick, the Briscoes.
That's cool. I don't know too much about them, but that's cool.
But I was worried because every time he kept saying "dem boys," I was kind of getting a little eager because I'm like, is he about to say this? Is he about to say
I don't know.
it?
You ain't got to worry about me picking like something like I don't really watch. I don't really watch too much outside of WWE, unless it's like FTR, CM Punk. Yeah, I'll watch them because I respect them. But like, anything else, I'm kind of a little
Before
tough.
this video goes left field of AEW versus WWE,
It's not.
I'm gonna go with my number one favorite tag team of all time. You might know who it is. They ran NXT for 4 years.
Hey, them boys. That's probably my favorite tag team
Bobby
that's ever
Fish
been
and
down.
Kyle O'Reilly. I'm talking about the former Undisputed Era
How you do it? Oh, bro.
turned into Undisputed Elite. Whatever you want to call them around the world.
they were known in Ring of Honor as Red Dragon.
Red Dragon.
So that's my favorite tag team, period.
Oh,
When I first seen them in NXT, oh my God, like a real tag team with real chemistry. Like most tag teams you see, I'm looking for chemistry. I'm looking for insyncness. And the only other tag team that got that type of chemistry is the Usos. Just in sync at all times.
What about the Briscoes?
I mean, I ain't really watch them like that, but
Hell, I think they had a match against Red Dragon for the titles,
yeah,
if I'm not mistaken.
for sure.
Because Red Dragon's another one of those classic Ring of Honor tag teams that helped
They
build Ring of Honor.
They style just incredible. Kyle O'Reilly with the striking ability. Bobby Fish as well, even though he injury prone. But when they on point, they can be one of the most dominant.
Why do you have
tag
to
teams.
bring up Fish?
I mean, because that's the thing that really held him back in NXT. Every time they won a title, he get hurt. It was always injuries with him.
because he's 87. He really had his prime before he got to WWE.
That's crazy. But
even at his old age, he was still
killing. Like,
bro,
when he was healthy and the UE was snapping. Like, that's my
he
favorite
still
team.
yeah, this
built
with
up.
it. Yeah.
That's my favorite team. And I know throughout this video, I picked three teams y'all probably wouldn't expect me to pick. I picked Kendrick and London. That was an underrated young team back in the day.
But they had one of the longest reigns in history, though.
And then I had RK Bro. They made it work. And Red Dragon, or the former Undisputed Era.
I had Edge and Christian. I had the Usos, and I had the Briscoes.
Yeah,
Both of basically all three you could argue are the first two. Well, the 1 and 2 you can't because they're brothers. But then how Edge and Christian were they damn near acted as if they were brothers.
Yeah.
So I kind of did like the brother tag team duos for me.
And them was all great picks though. You know, and it's been a lot of tag teams. Like, you know, we can go back even to talk about teams we didn't really watch. Like, the British Bulldog, the Hart Foundation,
Yeah.
like just them.
People before our time, like Demolition.
Offense, Sika.
The New Age Outlaws.
Yeah, them two, I forgot about them. What Roman Reigns
Well,
said?
it was the only reason I kind of thought about Lil was because when I went in there to talk to Lil Bro, he was making a character, and one of the celebrations he had on was the Road Dogg thing that Jesse James does with his legs.
It's crazy though, cause I forgot what I was gonna say,
But comment down below if you want us to do a part 2, 3. I feel like we might have already done this once, whatever it was. Part 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 10, whatever. But with that, I'm your boy Amity.
I'm your boy Morrow.
And Money Making GM, yeah.